Hey kindergartners, Mr. Bell here. Welcome back to art. Alright, let's talk about your next project. And that's going to be the Butts County Schools Christmas Card Contest. Every year, Butts County Schools has a Christmas card contest, and they pick one winner from the entire county, from the elementary, middle, and high school combined. Only one person is going to win. We've had several winners from Jackson Elementary School over the years, and the other schools have had their winners. The middle school and the high school won last year. So anyone of any age can end up winning if they see that one design they really like, that one picture that really fulfills what they're looking for in this contest, then you could be the winner. Anyway, it's still a class project, so work on it and send a picture of it to me or upload it to Google Classroom so I can give you credit for working on the project. If you are interested in the contest, then next week sometime you'll have to bring your artwork to Jackson Elementary School and drop it off at the front counter so they can get it to me so I can enter into the contest. And you might be wondering, why are we doing Christmas stuff so early? Well, you have to have time to work on it, and the people that choose the winner have to have time to look at hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different entries and pick one winner, and then the printer has to have time to actually make the card, because the design gets sent to a printer. They make a real Christmas card out of it, and they send it to over 200 businesses and partners in education and the fire department, police department, the mayor, different restaurants, and other businesses that help our school district out. All right, places like Gossip Trails and places like that. So let me show you what you're going to be doing. There's two different ways you can do this project. Now you can get a sheet of white paper and make a bunch of circles on there, and then color blue around the circles. And you can also cut in glue a semicircle and a large, medium, and small circle onto your blue background with the white snowflakes, and glue them onto each other, overlapping onto the background, and then color the little parts of your face and the body and the arms and stuff. That's one way to do this. And these all of this is glued on. Okay? You can feel the circles and the semicircle on there. Or you can use a blue sheet of construction paper. Light blue is better, so you can see everything a little better, like the arms and whatnot. And you can glue your snow hill on here, and your large, medium, and small overlap circles onto the blue background. And then, of course, the nose and mouth and scarf, you can use crayon or marker to color all that in. And you can use a white crayon to do the snowflakes, or you can use paint, and you can put dots of white paint on there. But if you don't have white paint, that's fine. Like I said, you can use a crayon. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and start with this version. And what you want to do is first get a sheet of paper, and you want to draw a semicircle. That's for the hill that the snowman's going to be on. And then you want to draw away from this hill, because you're going to be cutting these out. So don't put the snowman right here. You want to draw your large circle, your medium-sized circle, and then the small one. Don't make anything too small, though. Or you can use something circular to trace. And I usually use an applesauce cup, and I trace the big side. Then I trace the small side. Hold it down, reach around, And then I find a smaller circular object, and this is a cap from a sweet tea bottle, I think. And put that down there, and that'll give you some really nice circles, large, medium, and small. Then you're going to cut all of these out. So you don't need, if you're tracing your circles, then I don't need to cut those. You pick one or the other. Then start cutting. Alright, so I'm cutting out my first. Here's my blue sheet of construction paper, light blue. And I will glue this on here. You don't need too much glue. Okay. Glue this down here like this. And I will cut a large circle. Take your time, do small little cuts like this. You want to make it look very circular, no corners. Alright, so you're just going to keep cutting all those shapes out. Eventually you will have a large, medium, and small circle. And put your glue on there. Make sure it overlaps. Some people like to tuck it underneath. Like to put on top, I usually put on top like this. Then the next one, medium. Hold it down. If any glue squirts out the side, get it, wipe it on some paper towel or something, but you shouldn't have any glue squirting out if you don't put too much. You don't need any more than that. I'm not even getting too close to the edges. I'm in here more. And overlap and push down until it stays. And once you have that done, then you can draw the arms. You can draw a smiley face shape there. Put a rectangle down here. That's the scarf. Put some stripes in there if you want. That's the scarf going around the neck. That's the part hanging down. Some buttons. I'm going to draw a carrot nose. It's like a letter V, sort of slanted. And then put a shape there. Some little circles for the mouth. Some eyes. You can do any kind of eyes you want. I'm going to have mine looking over this way. If you want to draw a hat, you can. That's not really hair. That's going to be a hat. Watch this. I'm going to put a little dot over here. I'm going to do a curvy line over to that dot. And another curvy line to that dot. It's kind of like a Santa hat. Okay. So once you have all that done, then you can start coloring. You can use a crayon or a marker. It's totally up to you. Whatever you have, you can use both if you want. These parts I have to use a crayon or the white's not going to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and color those parts white. Going to use a red for the hat. Now, red marker can come out looking kind of funny on construction paper sometimes, and not as red as you would like it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and outline it red. And I'm going to use a red crayon to show you how it comes out looking a little more red. But that's because you're putting red on top of blue, so. There we go. Going to mouth. the eyes, looking over that way. Pick the color you want your scarf and everything to be. I'm going to do a blue scarf. Some green buttons. Choose the colors you want. I think I'll use a blue to color inside this part. You can make your scarf many colors. It doesn't have to just be one color. That's up to you. Okay. Get these little parts here. There we go. And you can use a marker or a crayon. I'm going to use a crayon to do the arms. And like I said, you can use the crayon to do your snowflakes. Any kind you do. I usually just do circles. Some people like to make a snowflake like that. Or if you have white paint, you can use a Q-tip or a paintbrush, and they can usually get about 3 dots. You want to make them go all the way in the open areas, all around. You can do both kinds of snowflakes if you want. Sometimes it doesn't come out very good, so you have to go over it a second time. And when you're all finished, you will have something like this, earmuffs, maybe a frosty hat. These are all paint dots. Maybe you don't want to have a hat at all. Okay. Now if you decide you don't have blue construction paper and you want to put it just on white paper, you can draw all your circles and then color around them. Nice and carefully, leave them white so they look like snowflakes. You can color in. So you have the whole thing colored in. And then you want to glue after you cut out your semicircle and your large, medium, and small circles. You'll have those glued down till they stick. And we'll fast forward. They're all glued down, and then you can color in your eyes and your nose and your mouth and your scarf, some buttons, 2, 3, 4 buttons, however many you want. Even when you're doing crayon on top of crayon, you have to push kind of hard to get it to show up. So don't forget that. I'll go a little harder on this one. I can still add a hat to this if I want to. Or maybe you don't want a hat. Okay. If I decide to add one, I would probably go like this. And again, you can make it whatever color you want. I'm going to give it a green fluffy part. And I'm going to give it a red. It's going to have to go on top of the blue, so it'll probably turn a purplish kind of color. If you push hard enough. And I'll give it a green ball at the end. There we go. Alright, boys and girls. Can't wait to see your snowman on the hill, or snow ladies on the hill. Have a good time with this project. Make sure you take a picture, send it to me so I can see it and bring it to school if you're interested in the contest. Alright, take care. Bye-bye.